Oh, foot of the cross detail, eh? What a job. I mean, it's not so much the fruit and the rotten vegetables. That's not aimed at us. That's for them, up there on the crosses. Can wash all that off at the end of the day. No, it's the families. The sobbing mothers, the wailing wives. You have to cart them off. It gets quite nasty sometimes. I was going to say it gets to you, but to be honest, you get used to it. Turn it into a game. Run a book on how long each one's going to take. Calculate the odds. Muscle tone. Body weight. Mental state. Play dice for decent clobber, then sell it on to some local stall holder. There's always some shyster hanging about, more than happy to deal blood money with Romans. You make a killing, if you'll pardon the phrase.
Go on, Barabbas, he says. Clear off before the governor changes his mind. And I'm supposed to be grateful? Oh, it's hot. Everyone's heading up the hill. So I go too. Never one to miss a good show. Now, there's 3 of them. Couple of likely lookers. I didn't know them, but I could have done. Scallies, not too bright. Got caught. Now, one of them is only young. About the age I was when I got started. Of course, they're shouting and screaming. All the usual stuff. And then there's this other one. All quiet. Like he's somewhere else. I mean, he's there alright. Every muscle, every sinew, blood running down his face, but it was like he couldn't hear them. So I start, "Wake up, you stupid beggar!" And I start spitting. That doesn't get anywhere near him. It hits the cross and dribbles down. But that's when I realise it was mine, wasn't it? My cross. I couldn't spit at him anymore. Just stood and watched for hours.
I am not respectable enough for them. The priests, I mean. The nationalists. If they knew where I was from, then the insults would come. When he came into town, it was so loud and vibrant, busy, and I was scared. A Samaritan in Jerusalem at Passover. It's dangerous for me to be here, but I couldn't miss it. Then it changed, and they chanted for his death. I wanted to run and hide, but I can't leave him. He put himself at risk when we first met by the well. He risked everything when he spoke to me, so...
It was a funny one today, though. We nailed him for a start, which knackers the usual odds, I'll tell you that, but he was... Well, none of that screaming and shouting, no, he's silent. But the whole crowd's like baying for it. Crucify him! Crucify him! Crucify him! You ask him why? They don't even know. Crucify him anyway! He's got this big sign nailed up over his head, all sarcastic like, "The King of the Jews." But he doesn't look much like a king. It's his hands, you see, he's got the rough hands. Servant's hands or workman's hands or something. So I'm working out the odds from his hands. And then the whole world goes black.
The water I give lasts forever, he said. After a drink of that, you won't need anything else. I never fully understood it. But when the soldiers offered him a drink to ease his pain, he turned his face away. He didn't want it because he didn't need it. Because it's him. He's the water that lasts forever. When you meet him, you don't need anything else. He gave me hope.
And then he's dead. And I get my orders to stick him, so I stick him just there, under the ribs. And his head's down. It's like he's looking at me. And there's his blood on my hands. Funny thing though, the centurion that I'm up there with, he looks up at him. Up at this sad looking bloke with his rough hands. And he says, this man was the Son of God. I mean, I'm always up for a flutter, but you wouldn't want to bet your life against it, would you? I mean, would you?